It's been a challenging few months for the gaming industry, with tax rises due to take effect this spring. So news that Entain, one of the world's largest gambling operators and a FTSE 100 company, is further cementing its presence on the Rock is especially welcome.
It's a massive investment in Gibraltar. It's a vote of confidence in the government, in the economy, in the gaming sector as well. Entain are the largest private sector employer. This is an investment that in terms of refurbishment costs is around £7.5 million. So at any level, this is great news for Gibraltar.
Entain is Gibraltar's second largest employer with over 700 staff and was one of the first gambling operators to be established on the Rock. But while the news is good, we're yet to see how the gaming sector will adjust to the recent tax increases.
The companies are working through the numbers. When we've had interviews in the past and we had the GBC debate, we did have a discussion around mitigation. So companies are working through their mitigation strategy. It's too early for them to make public statements. There are commercial sensitivities around that as well. So at present, I wouldn't really want to say very much because I think companies themselves haven't taken a decision. But certainly, where we are today, Entain is sending out a message that they're open for business and that their presence in Gibraltar is permanent and long-term.
While the news from Entain is a positive one, the government is still bracing itself for huge losses in corporate tax revenues. The UK Treasury tax increases are set to severely impact the government's tax strategy, which had seen record tax revenues announced at the last budget.
Yes, if you remember, because of the increase in gaming tax in the UK, that will impact on the profitability of gaming companies in Gibraltar that would otherwise pay tax in Gibraltar. There's absolutely no doubt, and I've said it in the past, that will have an impact in the government of Gibraltar tax revenues. We haven't been able to conclusively determine what that number is, but I think it's in the region of tens of millions of pounds. In other words, it could be 30 million or it could be as high as 60 million. It all depends on profitability and it all depends on the mitigation plans which the companies put in place, but there is absolutely no doubt whatsoever that there is and there will be an impact on government revenues.
And finally, just on the effect of having Entain's investment in Gibraltar, sending a positive message to the industry, what's your outlook? What do you see? Do you see the sector growing further?
Yes, even before the UK announced the increase in the betting duty, we were looking at diversification. In other words, we were looking at companies growing the non-UK market. So I was in Barcelona with my officials the week before last, and we met major investors in the gaming space that were looking at geographically diversifying into the non-UK and the non-European market. I will be shortly travelling again to meet another group of investors, so the work is ongoing.
Finally, one final question. We've seen the importance of real estate. This is an incredible space. How important do you think is it going forward if we want to grow and diversify to have these kinds of spaces available? And, does that factor into your planning going forward?
I'm not involved as part of my ministry in the property sector in Gibraltar, but you're absolutely right. I think we've got to grow the commercial space and indeed the property rental market. So I'm sure that is something that we will be looking at in conjunction with investors.
With stormy conditions ahead as tax rises begin to take effect, Entain's renewed commitment positions it as a key anchor for Gibraltar's economy as the gaming industry continues to navigate through uncertain waters.